Hey Chem teachers, I'm Kendra, and in this video I'm going to walk you through 4 Bellwork questions to help you assess if your students are understanding the basic concepts of chemical reactions. It's really important that we make the first 5 minutes of our chemistry classes count. And there's 3 reasons for having Bellwork that really starts off class off strong. The first is that it engages students right away in our classes. So it's going to help them get their chemistry out right away. It's going to help them get into the groove right away. It's going to help you and your students identify knowledge gaps. Then it's also going to help build a consistent routine. We know that our students thrive off of routines, and so by starting every day the same, that is going to help them be prepared for class and know what's going to come next. In this video, like I said, I'm going to walk through 4 different Bellwork questions, and these are questions that are going to talk about balancing chemical reactions, predicting products, and those predicting products questions are going to be for synthesis, decomposition, single replacement, and double replacement reactions. Now, if you haven't met me before, my name's Kendra, and I am the creator of ChemEd Solutions. You can think of me as your best friend and coworker, ready to take things off your plate, so that way you can actually go home and enjoy your life and not grade and plan. As a chemistry teacher for over 10 years, I've honed in on how to reach and create success and confidence in all of my chemistry students at every level that I've taught. I created ChemEd Solutions to share my high-impact, sought-after, easy-to-implement resources for high school chemistry teachers and support you throughout your journey in teaching. So with all of that, let's jump into some examples of Bellwork questions for chemical reactions. So I like to start with balancing chemical reactions, and when I do that, I just give one balancing chemical reaction or chemical reaction to balance. A really great one is to have potassium with aluminum oxide, because the first time that our students go through, they're going to incorrectly identify how many potassiums they need if they go from left to right, which then allows them to have to check their work. We can check to see if they check their work, and we'll see that they've changed it from a 2 to a 6. So when I go through this the first time, I see there's 1 potassium here and 2 here, so that then tells me that I need to put a 2 for my potassium. Then I have my 2 aluminums and 1 aluminum, so I put my 2 here. And then I see I have 3 oxygen and 1 oxygen, so I put a 3 here. Now, if your students stop here, you will know that they've only gone through once. Because when they go back to check, they double check, I have 2 potassiums and 3 times 2, I have 6 potassiums. So now they've double checked, so that means that they have to change this from a 2 to a 6. That's a really funky 6. There we go, 6. Then it's balanced. So this is a great one to reinforce that they should check their work after they've gone from left to right. They need to go back and check. Some examples of predicting products. You could have them translate from names to formulas and then balance, but I think a way to just double check and see where they're at in that realm is just to put out the elements and see what they can do with that. So I like to pair synthesis and decomposition together because they are opposites. And you can see here that we're just putting them together. The magnesium and nitrogen come together to make magnesium nitride. And then we have our sodium chloride decomposing. It's great to have diatomics in these because then our students sometimes, especially if you do this one in reverse, they'll want to say NaCl2, and we know that that's not correct because they'll have forgotten that it's ionic. They need to check their charges, swap and drop. So diatomics are really great to have here. Then we have our single replacement reactions. With these, I like to have an acid as one of them. So you can see here that my hydrogen has to kick out my copper to make nitric acid plus copper, so they have to use their activity series. Does this happen? And then here I've got sodium kicking this out. Another one that I didn't include in this that would be a great one to have is to have a halogen as the element to kick out the nonmetal in my compound. Then we have our decomposition reactions. Here comes my cat making her appearance. There she is. Here's my cat. Thank you. With my double replacement reactions, we can predict the products and balance again, and we just want to see that they've identified like terms, so my cations with my cations, or my metals and my metals, and that they've then gone ahead and switched those, checked their charges, swapped and dropped, and then balanced. This might be a good one too to start with names first and then elements. But again, I went right to elements here just to see where my students are at. I can quickly identify if they still need to have the elements and then, or the names, and then transfer to elements or formulas and then go through. So like I said, these are just examples of some different types of quick Bellwork questions. Remember, Bellwork questions should be 5 minutes, start to finish. This is just a great way to get students in the groove, focused on chemistry, gives you a couple of minutes to breathe at the beginning of class, and then you can move on with what you are doing that day, and it allows you to check to see where your students are at and if any remediation needs to happen. So if this was helpful for you, or if you want more, make sure that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out a new video every week of some sort of teacher tip or trick. And if you'd like even more, in the link below, I have my link where you can sign up to my weekly newsletter. I email out every Tuesday around lunchtime a teacher toolkit tip and trick, plus other resources that you can utilize right away in your classroom. And I send out other great information throughout the week, bits and pieces here and there just to help you take something off your plate, and then for you to be a successful chemistry teacher and also give success and confidence to all of your students. So with all of that, thank you and happy sciencing!